My name is Jesse Hoggarde. I'm the Director of Marketing and Business Development for Louisiana Technology Park and also the Tech Park's Level Up Lab.
So we are in the Level Up Lab now. How did this come about?
So about a year ago, we got the idea to start a digital media incubation studio. The Tech Park was created to drive the development of the high-tech sector in Louisiana, and at a state level as well, had identified digital media as being one of those drivers of the high-tech workforce and high-tech industry development. And so we set out to develop a space where programmers and artists could come and create games and apps and not have to kind of build a studio within their homes. They could have a place to come and do that and then also interact and riff off of other teams in the lab.
Can you talk a little about some of the incentives for a studio to come and work here?
So in addition to kind of the hardware and software that's in the lab, we've got a network of mentors across the country that we've identified through our travels and working in the industry, people that specialize in different areas like environmental design, level design, programming, art. And so we try to, when the need arises for a team to interact with a mentor, somebody who has more experience in a particular field, we'll link those folks up and actually pay for them to either Skype in or travel in to do that. Louisiana, in addition to the resources here in the lab, has made it very attractive for digital media development. The state offers a 25% tax credit back on your cost of production, so your rent or purchasing hardware, software, and then also a 35% tax credit back on Louisiana payroll. So any developers you're going to pay to develop the technology, you'll get a 35% tax credit back on that spend.
Now, you kind of mentioned that you have access to the technology that's here. Talk a little about all the different things that they have set up here for them to utilize.
Sure. So at each station, each team, each company gets their own Wacom tablets. They also get an Adobe Creative Cloud license. We've also started a relationship with Unity, to do level programming and things of that nature. We have a motion capture area in the back where they can do mocap for either games or many of the companies have found luck with Kickstarter videos, and so doing kind of innovative video work for Kickstarter has worked out really well with that. And then we also have a sound recording area in the back where they can do voiceover work and also musical scoring for games.
How do you go about choosing who is going to be able to utilize this program?
And so we realize that when you think of video game, and that could be a huge kind of AAA title for a console or an iOS or Android app. And with the second of those, and as well as online games, usually have a smaller development time cycle. Also, they cost less to develop, take less team members to develop usually. And so we focus on teams who want to develop for iOS, Android, or for online platforms. And we try to keep the production timeline to within about 18 months because we have found that anything longer than that, companies can kind of get into mission creep areas. And so, our goal is to keep them on that timeline. When a company comes in, we'll sit down with our mentor network and set up milestones for them to make sure that and then sit down and follow up with them to make sure they're meeting those milestones. And if they're not, if they need, consultation with other mentors or different types of tools, the lab itself is designed to be flexible to kind of grow with that team and meet their needs as time goes by.
What role do you feel the new LSU Master's Program in Video Game Design will have as those students over the years come out?
The main thing is workforce development. So, our client companies here, whether they're in the lab or in the tech park, workforce is probably one of the things that they look for the most, the greatest need they have. And so to have students come out of university with the skills and the degree that they need to be successful in the video game industry or in the tech industry in general, that can only be a good thing. And so not only that, LSU's focus on digital media is also creating kind of a passion with students to do game development. I've seen some of the work that the classes they're already working on, and I actually judged a game design class, and probably 6 out of the 8 games that they created in that class could have gone to market immediately after that semester was over. And so the talent is obviously there, and it's just kind of honing it and focusing it, and then also communicating with industry here to see what their needs are and kind of bridging the two together. That innate talent with industry need.